Mineral Wells, Texas has a very old and haunted house. It has been abandoned for quite some time, however. The rumors are still alive and burning. It was on December 26, 2023, that a team of paranormal investigator YouTubers decided to go and check out the building by themselves to see what it hid within.
There was a homicide that happened in here in the 50s. There was a prostitute named Priscilla Blair and a man named Curly. They had like a flame going on, basically. Altercation, disagreement broke out at one point, and they killed each other.
The house's history was no less scary, and here's how.
He was born in 1943, and he was about 7, 8 when he died. He was found hanging by a swing outside on the side of the house, and there's a tree stump that has a cross cut into it. But we feel like that might have...
It all went well until the later hours of the night descended and the YouTubers sat there in pitch darkness, trying to communicate with whatever paranormal entity was there.
Joseph? I just said Joseph.
Mary! Look at my God!
I don't like that.
Mary!
I didn't
Holy
do
shit, it just
anything.
went
And the
off.
cat balls.
Mary.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my God. Mary
Jesus.
jumped at me. Holy
I
shit,
don't like being
guys.
over here.
Not only did the spirit start saying scary things through the equipment, but an old doll sitting in the building had its eyes lit up, playing a very creepy song.
Think about this, guys.
We gotta calm down though, because I'm actually starting to feel kind of like nauseous, sick from being like nervous.
Okay, think about this.
Still determined to find the truth, they stood their ground, trying to communicate further.
Wasn't there a Carl in the history?
Okay, anybody that's out there, scary. I'm just like
What the fuck is that?
I'm just like,
I'm telling you, it's back in that prohibition room.
Soon enough, they realized it wasn't just a spirit they were trying to communicate with.
dude, where was that? Was it a picture right here on the door?
Yep. Hold up. The longest toy I've...
Realizing it wasn't their usual investigation where the spirits were harmless, the team decided to leave as soon as they could.
Biggest investigations that I've ever been on. It's got a lot of the same feel as...
With the happenings of the night lingering in their heads, they will never be able to step into the building again. On the night of November 20th, 2023, a YouTuber decided to visit the ever-haunted Boyd house.
So I have officially arrived at the Boyd house.
This guy usually explores haunted sites alone, and this is exactly what he did in this case, not knowing he would probably regret his decision soon enough. As night descended, he was ready with everything set up. Just then, this happened.
That's you. Could you speak again? I'm not really feeling any.
Thinking it could be just his ears playing tricks on him, he moved on with the investigation. This time, he was properly communicating.
Me? For my cameras? Is your name Minnie Eckhart? Are you still here? Are you still living in your home? If you are Minnie Eckhart, could you touch that green light again? Yeah.
The spirit appeared to be willing to answer his questions, and this went on for a few minutes until he moved on to explore other parts of the house, only to have his camera record this.
Here. My name is Ian.
A black shadow appears in the background and disappears in a few seconds. The YouTuber didn't realize anything was there until later when he was editing the video. However, what he captured next was the creepiest part. Take a look.
Oh my god, what the f is that? Dude, it's right there. It's like a shadow. I caught that in the photo.
His camera captured a photo of a dark humanoid figure standing on top of the staircase. Scared, he decided to leave, only to encounter another strange incident.
Oh my god.
That's when he knew whatever entity was in there wouldn't tolerate him for too long and that he needed to leave. And that's exactly what he did. On a night in August 2021, a paranormal investigation took place in a haunted house. Here's how it all began.
Why would they want somebody to come around? Holy shit. You see the chairs?
Unexplained activity started, utensils moved on their own, and a couple of chairs inexplicably ended up stacked on top of each other, despite no wind or breeze inside. Undeterred, the team continued their investigation. However, just as they were about to climb the stairs, something else happened.
Oh my God. How? What?
Suddenly, the stack of chairs moved to right where the stairs started, and just moments before, there was nothing there. All of this happened in a mere 5 seconds, while the kitchen remained eerily empty.
In time, I just was looking in the kitchen before I walked up those stairs, like 5 seconds after I looked in the kitchen. They're right here.
They probably weren't left like that.
Is that even the same chairs? It has to be, right? Yeah. Chair's gone in the kitchen.
Moving forward, they went upstairs on the first floor and began walking through the rooms. Here's what they encountered.
Oh, what? No, dude. Watch out real quick. There's something in the fucking bathroom. There's something in the bathroom, dude.
The curtain moved on its own. When the guys went there to check, there was nothing in the room. However, the next moment, something far scarier happened.
You sure you saw it though?
Yeah. What the bro? What? Look. Whoa. Look.
Oh no.
The investigators believed the ghost haunting the building wasn't happy with their presence and was giving them signs to leave. So they concluded their investigation quickly and were out of the house before the hour was even up. On May 12th, 2024, two YouTubers, Elliot and Joe, went to check a long-abandoned building in the UK.
Is there a spirit here who wants to make contact? We mean you no harm. We're here just...
Once someone's beloved home, the building had been used for a hotel, a school, and even a daycare. However, soon everyone left, as according to them, the ghosts of the residents won't let anyone stay.
Location was absolutely incredible. We knew to some degree what it looked like inside, and we really wanted to.
When Elliot and Joe entered the building, they knew they were up for some beyond strange experiences, but what they did not know was that things will get way scarier than they had imagined. Take a look.
There's no breeze in here. I can see something moving outside, actually. Could have been that.
You make a noise wherever you are.
What started off as a usual investigation was about to turn into something beyond their imagination. As they entered the theater room, something felt off. This is what they recorded. According to them, the whole building was sealed, so there was no way any wind could enter it. Still, things kept falling here and there, and doors kept moving on their own.
Yeah?
The door was not like that.
Wasn't it?
Because you were out here, you were saying...
That's really hard to move as well. That did sound like that. Does that move on its own? Sort of.
The door, which apparently was quite hard to move, had moved on its own when both of them were inside the room. The video ended with the men coming out of the house and deciding to go somewhere else at nighttime to see what lingers in the darkness. A haunted house investigation took a scary turn when, on April 20th, 2024, some men started recording the whole house with their special equipment.
If you're in here, can you talk with him?
Did we just see one of you in this living room?
As they moved forward with the investigation, they sensed something was off. However, whichever spirit was in there was still not showing itself. So the team of investigators decided to leave the cameras in there and go wait outside. It was then they recorded this.
Just get an alert. Yeah, it's happening right now. Watch. See a shadow?
A shadowy figure was seen walking in the living room and was recorded from the kitchen's camera.
Here it comes. Yeah, it starts, but you don't see it. You only see...
The figure scared the team to their core. However, it was the first and the last time it ever appeared in the house. Never once was it seen again. It was as if the spirit lingering in the house was just trying to make them aware of its presence. This following video is taken when a team of investigators decided to investigate a 300-year-old brick house in Virginia. The place is rumored to be haunted, so the people owning the property wanted it checked.
There's been reports of female apparitions being seen.
A lady in white. Sometimes she's walking down the carriage lane, just straight in front of the house.
It was not just the lady in white. The place was full of paranormal entities and events happening.
House.
All of a sudden I heard this knocking from up above, like almost somebody stomping, telling me to be quiet. So I went upstairs and everything was in place. And then I came back downstairs and one of the chairs was now facing the opposite.
On top of these, the house had a history with civil war, and not to be surprised, a ghost of a soldier had been seen wandering around as well.
That might be.
During the Civil War, James DeWitt Hankins was a Confederate soldier and came home from the war and ended up getting in a really messy duel and died here 24 hours later.
Hearing all about its history, the investigation eventually began. With the team setting up their equipment, they were ready to roll in the middle of the night. As they moved towards the basement in the pitch of the darkness, something unusual happened. Take a look.
That's the basement area where they feel an ominous presence and have seen an apparition.
A weird voice was heard, and according to the investigators, it sounded like someone young. Little did they know it wasn't the first time this was going to happen to them.
September 20th, 1880-something.
This is time travel. Does that say anything? Another name?
I heard that.
Everywhere they went, they heard it continuously, and they were all scared to the core. And then this happened.
Well, it came from here, right?
Yeah. What happened?
That was weird.
What?
I heard, it was right here.
It wasn't just the sounds. The ghost appeared to have been interested in letting the investigators know that he in fact was real and living in the house still.
Property.
Did you used to live in this house?
You see the once? For yes, and you heard the bang.
Yeah.
Now watch.
Is your name John?
The investigation concluded with the thought that the ghosts were in fact there, but apparently they were not there to harm anyone. Still, it would be great to just leave them with their house alone. A family experienced a catastrophe on August 13th, 2018. Christopher Watts, a husband and father of 2 young girls, took out his entire family.
But this guy right here, he's gonna do all the dishes.
That's me.
A happy family turned into a tragedy, and as if the crime wasn't frightening enough, the investigations conducted in the Watts family home revealed even more oddities. This is what they recorded.
Yes.
Not only was the young child giggling, but the K9 also showed hesitation to enter the closet, a highly unusual behavior for them. Things got scarier as the investigation went on. That is what took place. For a split second, the detectives were unable to catch a glimpse of what looked to be a moving shadow atop the stairway. If we go a bit further back in time, the haunting of the mansion had already begun right after the catastrophe. Something strange occurred in the back room of Christopher's residence when he showed up to assist the police.
Does she work?
Yeah, she works from home.
Oh, from home.
She works distance through Lifeline.
A shadow was visible in the room while Chris was occupied with the police. It appeared as though a small child was peeping out from behind. It was unexpected that as soon as the woman approached the room, it vanished from view, just to appear again later. The matter was settled, but the circumstances surrounding the house are still unsolved.